Ayos mo lang po. Okay, sige. So, ito yung presentation natin ngayon na very perfect for millennials, 21 to 35 or early 30s. Okay? Yung approach na to, very, very effective so far. Kasi it really allows the client to be tailor-fit dun sa plan natin. Ito yung presentation na very informative at the same time, may financial needs analysis. Take note lang, dapat palaging may F&A, palaging may computations. We do not do proposal selling in this team. Claro? Kasi it's not a nice way to do it. Sometimes a client will tell you na parang, uy, send mo na lang sa akin, sa email mo na yung proposal. Never allow yourself to do that. Okay? Unless talagang alam na nyo talaga. Meron kasi iba naman na clients na alam na talaga nila. Pwede yon. Pero as much as possible, no. Kasi gusto mo, ang sagot ko dyan is, alam mo pwede ko ibigay sa yung proposal. Pero, I would be giving a big disservice. Kasi if gawin ko yun para akong doktor na pagkapasok ko sa office ko, Sir Biogesic. Okay? Which is, meron na agad sagot, diba? Alright. So, yung presentation natin, started off with small talk. So, kamusta ka na? Marilu, diba? How you been doing? Tapos, I started off with, bakit ka nandito today? Ito yung pinakamagandang start. Okay, bakit ka nandito today? I'm sure marami na nag-invite sa'yo na financial advisors. Diba? So, bakit ka nag-agree na sumama sa amin? Ay, sumama sa akin today? Tapos yun, para lang mag-gets mo kung ano yung purpose niya. So, sabihin niya kasi doon gusto ko ng insurance. Or doon kasi gusto ko na mag-ipon. Gusto ko na mag-invest. Gets mo? So, at least alam mo kung saang direction ka pupunta. Tsaka alam mo na kung ano yung niya, tinatawag kong red button. Kung ano yung pipindutin mo. Kasi kung sabi niya, gusto ko ng insurance, so i-emphasize mo later on sa presentation mo, yung insurance. Gusto yung investment, emphasize mo sa presentation mo, yung investment. How you package, sabi nga ni Ben Feldman, di ba? Kailangan magaling ka mag-package ng produkto. Clear? So I started off with that. So tatanong ko, ba't ka nandito? So, ba't ka nandito? Kunyari, kliyente ka talaga.
Kunyari talaga? O kliyente talaga?
Oh, sige, kliyente ka talaga.
Nabitin sa kunyari.
Okay.
Ay, kasi mag-i-invest na ako. Gusto ko na mag-invest. Lalo mas maaga. Mas
Okay.
maganda.
May mga na-meet ka na bang financial advisors?
Oo, from Lalo.
Talaga? Ba't hindi ka kumuha sa Mano?
Feeling ko expensive siya. Feeling pa lang kasi
Okay.
wala pa akong pagkumpara.
During that time? Okay. How long ago was this?
Last 2 months. Parang hindi na din kasi talaga na-analyze. Binigyan niya na
Okay.
kasi ako agad ng promote.
Oh, diba?
Hingin niya lang yung age.
Okay. How unfortunate, no? Hindi, totoo, actually. That's really unfortunate, no? Rest assured, I'll be giving you the best service. Okay? Today, we're going to compute a lot about your personal finances and kung ano yung talagang kailangan mo for this investment. Okay? Sige. So, thank you for sharing that to me, no? Ngayon, I'd like to start with this. Sorry, before I go into this pala, sinasabi ko sa client ko muna, ito very important to, no? Is, okay lang ba, Marilu, do you think it's fair if, wait lang, sorry. Nag-record kami. Nag-record kami. Wait lang. Okay, sige. Ayun. So, asan na ako?
Okay lang ba sa'yo?
Ayun na, okay lang ba sa'yo na if you find value here, i-share natin sa 5 friends mo na para pwede ko silang tulungan. Kasi advocacy ni Sun Life to have 5 million policyholders by year 2020. Ngayon, nasa 1 million megit lang pa lang kami. Okay lang ba? Tingin mo, pwede ba natin gawin yan?
Sure,
Okay?
Hindi ako mag-FA.
Exactly.
Kaya mag-FA ako.
Okay, sige. So yun, di ba? So, the reason why we're doing that, kasi gusto natin mag-plant na agad, simula pa lang. Uy, refer mo naman ako. Okay? Okay. So, Marilu, no, we're going to talk about 3 things today. Basically, first, we're going to determine your most important financial goals. Okay? So, but before we go for your point B or your most important financial goals, kailangan muna alamin natin yung point A mo, which is where are you now? What's your reality? Okay? Tapos, I'll be giving you a solution. Okay, ngayon, full disclosure lang. Ito usually sinasabi sa clients ko. Full disclosure lang. From this solution, I will be earning a little bit of commission. Okay? But if it's purely optional, if you want to take it, pero if you do take it, no, I'll be earning a little from that. Kasi free session to, pero this is where financial advisors earn. Okay lang ba sa'yo? Do you think that's fair?
Yes.
Okay, gets mo ba? So, yung point yan is full disclosure. So, parang na-appreciate niya ng client kasi, okay, mas nafe-feel nila na mas credible tayo if we disclose it. Okay, ngayon, okay, let's start, Marilu, with your most important financial goal. Okay? How old are you? 20?
3.
Kailan ka nag-start mag-work?
2016.
Anong age?
21.
21. So you've been working for 2 years, right?
Mm-mm.
Ngayon, the average age of retirement in the Philippines is 65. Okay lang ba? Let's peg your retirement age at 65. Or do you want it a little bit earlier? 60. Okay, 6 years old. Right? Now, kung 60 yung retirement natin, ano yung target na departure age natin? Departure age. Do you think 80 is fine? Or gusto mo mas matanda pa?
Mga 75.
75. Okay, that's fair. 75. So, based on what you told me, Marilu, no, you've been working for 2 years, tama ba? Okay?
Less than.
More or less than 2 years. And you only have 47 years, 30?
37.
37 years until retirement. And you need 15 years para mag-retire. Okay? You have 15 years to retire. Okay ba ito? Tama to, right?
Yes.
Okay. So based on this, the way I see it, no, you have midterm goals here. You have long-term goals. Okay. Now, right now, we're going to focus on long-term goals. Okay. Kasi yung midterm goals mo might be like, pwedeng house, business, tama? I'm sure you want that, right?
Yes.
Pero ang gagawin natin, ang gusto ko sana is let's focus on long-term right now, like retirement. Why? Kasi if you prepare for something long-term as opposed to preparing for something mid-term, ang mangyayari is, imagine, nag-prepare ka for a business na gagawin mo in 15 years, right? Now, pag nag-prepare ka for that business, tas that business fails, tas darating yung time, tas 15 years, nasa 40 years old ka na, it would be too late then to prepare for your retirement. Time value of money is no longer on your side. Tama? So, ang proposal ko, let's focus on long-term first. Then, kung meron ka, let's say, nag-prepare ka for your retirement fund, multi-purpose fund naman yan, mid-term, pwede mo siyang i-pull out kung kailangan mo talaga, then gamitin mo sa business mo. Okay ba? So, long-term tayo, focus. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, alright. So, when you talk about long-term, it's only one thing actually. And, retirement fund lang yan. Question, Marilu, do you think you need to prepare for retirement today? Honest answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes is an easy answer, no? Pero, what if it's no? Sabi ng client mo, hindi ko kailangan. Ang sagot ko dyan is, sabi mo no.
Sige na nga, no.
Okay. Okay. So, ang sagot ko, pagkasabi ng client no, you know, Marilu, most of my clients your age have the same answer. Okay? And it's perfectly normal to have that answer because hindi nila alam yung statistics. Do you want to know the statistics? Okay, out of 100 na Pinoy at age 65, how many do you think retire financially stable or financially free? Alam nyo na to, right? So, 2%. So, usually, hiningi ko yan. Hulaan mo, sir. Hulaan mo, ma'am.
Mga 50%.
Okay, 50%. Optimistic tayo, ma'am. Do you want to know the reality?
Oo.
Napapansin nyo ba, every time ginagawa ko yung, gusto ko kasi conversation yung presentation. So, always may question. Inaantay ko siya mag-reply. Okay, so, sabi niya, you want to know the reality, ma'am, Marilu? Yeah? Okay. It's only 2%. So, kung tinanong sa inyo, no, kung saan kinuha to, this is from the solar flare study conducted by Sun Life in 2007. Okay, solar flare study.
2007.
May research ko yan last week. Kasi gusto ko malaman ko sa kinuha. So, solar flare study by Sun Life in 2007.
By 2017 kaya.
I think it's still the same. I think it's sabi mo 3%. Mababa pa din. Di ba? So, ito yung stable, right?
2% stable.
Yeah, 2% stable. Ngayon, you might be wondering, Marilu, saan napunta yung iba? Tama? 45% are dependent on their kids or children. Question, have you ever heard of the saying, ang best investment ko yung mga anak ko? Kasi sila yung magpapakain sa akin kapag tumanda na ako. Tama ba? Yung education nila yung best investment ko.
Normal sa Pilipino.
Exactly, kasi we are really a focused family na culture, di ba? So unfortunately, if this happens, no, tendency is, if this is the child, ang tawag natin sa kanya, sandwich generation. Why? Kasi kailangan niya supportan si mommy, si daddy. At the same time, nagsusupport siya sa sarili niyang pamilya. Okay? So question, is this a reality for you? Do you think in the future, pag nag-retire yung magulang mo, possible reality to for you? Legit.
Oo.
Diba? As with 45 others na nasa Philippines. Diba? Actually, majority nandyan. Kasi yun yung kultura natin eh. Now, problem is this, no? If this happens, di ba tama ba may limited budget ka lang?
Yes.
So, pagka nangyari to, si-split yung budget mo sa mga magulang mo, sa mga anak mo, I'm sure you love your parents, tama?
Yes.
Pero unfortunately, if this happens, do you think you would be able to prepare for retirement? Most likely, hindi na, right? So, ano mangyari sa anak mo? Sandwich ulit siya. Ano mangyari sa anak mo? Sandwich ulit sila. And the cycle will go on. Question, do you want this for your kids or your future grandchildren?
No.
No. Okay. So, the answer is what? You eliminate this by making sure by preparing for retirement. Okay, are we clear about this? Okay, so next, no? You might be wondering, nasan yung iba? 23% ba yung working?
Work. Yes po.
23%. 23%
Work.
have to keep on working. Because if they stop working, they stop eating. 30% naman is dependent on the government or pension. Okay? Yung pension, sabi nila, average daw sa Philippines is 8,000 pesos per month. Is that enough? Marilong.
Hindi.
Diba? Sino mabubuhay sa 8,000, right? Okay.
Barely.
Exactly. So ito, so now we know, no, the statistics. Next question ko, do you want to be part of the 2%?
Yes.
Yeah. Tapos dito tumatawa yung most ng clients ko kasi, di ba, medyo rhetorical yung Marilu. Di ba?
Siyempre.
Rhetorical question. Everybody wants to be part of it. A more difficult question is, what are you doing about it today? And usually, I pause here. What are you doing about it today? Diba? Most of my clients answer, doon, wala pa eh. Hindi ko pa yung priority, hindi ko yung kailangan. And, ito lang masasabi ko, no, numbers don't lie. And if you don't prepare for it, diba? Most likely, we won't be part of the 2%. Okay? So, yun. So, hopefully, no, through this, naging mas tingin mo, priority na ba si retirement fund?
Yes.
Pwedeng yes, pwedeng no pa rin, di ba? Pagkasabi no,
No.
sabi mo, sige. pagkasabi no, okay, that's fair, no? Okay lang mamaya mag-compute tayo para ma-realize mo further bakit mo siya kailangan. So, pagka no pa din, di ba? Mamaya pag nag-compute ako, hindi na no yung sagot.
Pag yes, sinagot ko, alin ka naman.
Hindi, kung yes, kukompute ko pa rin. Pero minsan kasi pahirapan, di ba? So, no, hindi ko prove ko pa lalo. Okay. So, question, Marilu, do you know how much you need for retirement? You know how much? No? You want us to compute for it?
Yes.
So, compute tayo. In computing for the target retirement fund, basic lang yan. Number one, kailangan mo lang yung monthly expenses na target mo. Monthly budget, kumbaga, by age of retirement. Ngayon yung budget na yan is uninflated pa. Ibig sabihin, assuming today's amounts, magkano yung gusto mong lifestyle pagka nagretiro ka at 65, at 60 pala? Magkano yung gusto mo kaya?
Average ng 40,000 a month.
Wait lang, average na 40. Okay, kung 40 a month, 40k, this is 480 a year. Tama? Okay. Pero syempre, number 2, kailangan natin inflate yan. Inflation in the Philippines is 3%. Ibig sabihin ng inflation, yung pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin. Okay? Baliktad nyo yung camera ko, nakakatawa. So, baliktad yung text. Hassle. Anyway, so 3% yung average inflation. Average inflation is 3%, no? So, ibig sabihin ito, yung 100 pesos na meal today, next, after 1 year, 103 pesos na. 2 years after, magko-compound yung 3%. So, meron tayong formula for that. Pwede mo pa-compute ng factor. Ginagawa ko ng 1.03 raised to ganyan-ganyan. Usually, sinusulat ko yan sa client para makita niya. So, the formula is 1 plus R raised to N.
Years na yun.
Di ba? So, ito yung future value formula. Simple future value.
37.
37.
Lagot.
The power of 37.
37.
Times 480.
Anong sagot? Tapos multiply niyo for 80.
1.432. 1.43 million, sir.
Wait lang. Ito muna. 1.43. Sige. So, number 3, makuha na natin siya. 1.4 na lang. Multiply by retirement years. Number 4. Multiply mo retirement years of 15 years. Magkano?
21 million. 492.
Yun.
Point?
490.
Yan. So, Marilu, we've discovered that your target retirement fund is 21.4 million. How do you feel about this amount? Pause ka lang. Tayo mo siya sumagot. Legit, how do you feel about 21.4?
Parang ang laki pala ng kailangan ko.
Okay. Laki, di ba? Do you think it's possible given your current circumstances right now?
Hindi.
Current. Hindi, di ba? Di ba? So, mas na-emphasize ko pa kung bakit natin kailangan mag-prepare for this right now. Okay? Gets nyo? Nakita nyo? So, ang ginawa natin dito, ang tawag dito, needs uncovering. Ang sales kasi, it's not about selling a very good product. It's about uncovering a need and providing a solution. So, right now, dinisturb mo si client. Nakita nyo ba ito importante? Dinisturb mo siya. Uy, shit, kailangan ko pala niyan. So, ngayon, mas makikinig na siya sa presentation mo. This is very critical. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. Next. Going back to point A, point B. Okay na tayo sa point B. We've determined that your target retirement fund, sinusulat ko to doon sa initial, sinusulat ko. Sige, balik ko na nga. Dito, susulat ko is magkano?
21.
Okay. So, anong ginagawa ko? Binabalik ko dito. So, okay na ako dyan. Next is, what's your current reality? Marilu. Okay? When we talk about current reality, number 1, we talk about salin. Guys, focus on this Maganda tong salin. What does SALIN mean? SALIN is Statement of Assets, Liabilities, and Net Worth. Diba? So, binibiro ko yung clients ko. Di ba kala mo pang gobyerno lang to?
27 million lang kay Duterte.
27 na.
27.5.
Okay, mamaya na tayo dyan. Okay. So, yung SALIN, you might be wondering, Marilu, bakit natin kailangan compute to? Ikaw ba na-compute mo na yung SALIN mo? Yung net worth mo, na-compute mo na ba?
Kahapyaw lang. Pero hindi ko talaga.
Okay, pero most often than not, hindi, di ba? So, let's compute for it first. So, dito diretso to rektahan to guys Kailangan makapal mukha nyo para magtanong dito. Kailangan confident kayo. Okay, let's compute for it now. Total assets versus total liabilities. Question, what's your cash in bank? Boom. Tatanong ko siya diretso, rektahan, harap-harapan. Magkano yung pera mo sa bangko? No, baka awkward magtanong, no? Pero, kailangan lakas na yung loob nyo. Remember, you are a financial advisor. And if you ask as if nothing is wrong, they will give an answer.
Hindi mo siya titignan.
Sir, what's your cash in bank?
Kunwari busy ka.
No. Sir, what's your cash in bank? Diretso lang. It's in very casual conversation. Tapos, as in, this week, lahat ng presenta ko, nag-discuss ng lahat ng pera nila. Lahat ng assets, lahat ng utang. Sinisa-isa ko yan, cash in bank, magkano yung value ng kotse mo, may lupa ka ba, magkano ganito, ganyan. Magkano utang mo? May credit card bill ba? May unrecorded debt? Meron ka bang other utang pa? Gets nyo? So, lahat ilalatag mo kasi gusto mo malaman yung net worth niya. Ngayon, let's assume si Marilu, net worth niya, 100K, kunyari lang. Total liabilities, 20K kunyari. So, 80,000 ang net worth mo, Miss Marilu. Marilu, how do you feel about your net worth right now? Nagets nyo? Yung very conversational, di ba? Yung presentation. So, how do you feel about your net worth right now? Yan natin lang. Sige, okay lang. Anyway, so kanya sumagot siya, yeah, I feel like, feel na okay naman, at least positive, pero, at least, meron pala akong net worth. No? Ngayon ko lang nalaman yun. Ngayon, Marilu, no? Bakit tayo nagpo-focus sa net worth? Okay pa tayo guys, yeah? Pakinggan nyo to, very important to.
Ay, sige.
Okay. Bakit tayo nagpo-focus sa net worth? Question, no? Alam mo yung top 50 billionaires of the Philippines? Right? Pagka tinignan mo yung table na yun, ano yung nakikita mo? Net income o net worth? Net worth, right? Bakit? Kasi the true value of wealth is net worth. Yeah. True value of wealth is net worth. unfortunately, we focus on net income or salary. Di ba? Palagi natin inisip, ano yung sahod? Ano yung company na magbibigay sa malaking sahod? Pagka nag-abroad ako, magkano yung sahod? Pero importante ba sobrang sahod? To be honest, it is important, pero not too much. Okay? Dapat nagpo-focus tayo sa net worth. I'd like to share with you the story of Shaquille O'Neal. He started NBA first year niya, $1 million. He spent $1 million also. Nagalit sa kanya yung manager niya, sabi sa kanya ng manager niya, Shaquille, it doesn't matter how much you earn. It only matters how much you keep. And it only matters how much you invest and grow. So such that darating yung time na you will know you don't even have to work for money anymore. Money will be working for you. You understand? So kailangan pala pinofocus na natin yung net worth natin. Okay.
Nasa rich dad.
Exactly. Ngayon, ito yun. Question. If you have, let's say, 100,000 bonus, right now you have an option, right? You can either spend it. Second option is you can invest it. If you spend it, let's say you buy, nag-down payment ka sa kotse. Bumili ka ng kotse. What happens to your assets? It will decrease. Bakit nag-decrease yung assets? You might argue. Ha?
May utang pa. Down payment pa lang.
Depreciation.
Okay. Because of actually depreciation. Yung asset, pwede mo kasi yung argue, bumili ako ng kotse.
Dagdag dapat.
Hindi, actually hindi dagdag. Quits lang. Yung asset trade-off lang yan eh. Naglabas ako ng 100,000. Tapos may utang na kasama, di ba? So, essentially, asset pa rin yan. Pero kasi pagkalabas ng kotse, automatic depreciated na yan. Di ba? Or over time, depreciated. So, assets will go down. Liabilities.
Increase.
Yes, bakit kasi nangutang ka, di ba? Question, cash flow, what will happen? Decrease also, bakit? Kasi may monthly amortization ka because of monthly interest expense, di ba? After no, net worth, what will happen? Net worth will also decrease, di ba? So if we spend, this will happen. This is what I call the consumer mindset. Okay, consumer mindset yan. So dito yan, sinusunod yan, consumer. Okay, next, what if we invest it? If we invest it, our assets will increase, tama? Liabilities, nothing will happen.
Yes.
Cash flow, what will happen? It will increase. Net worth, what will happen? Yes. This is what we call the producer mindset. This is the main reason why the rich keep on getting rich and the poor keep on getting poor. Kasi yung mga mayaman na sila, ano iniisip nila? Ano bibili ng masa? Ano bibili ng mga consumer mindset? So sila, produce ako ng produce, gagawa ako ng negosyo na magpo-produce.
Sorry So, pinapresent ko din yan sa mga high profile.
No.
Hindi na, diba?
No. Ibang approach sa high net worth, okay? This is for
Serious lang.
millennials. Okay? Ayun. Nung isang araw may pinipresentan ako, 110,000 salary niya. So, pasok pa rin. Age 25. 110,000 salary.
Yan.
Ito yung presentation ko sa kanya. Nakapila siya for 10K a month. Okay. So, yun. So, producer mindset, no? Okay, nawala ko. Ayun. So, yun lang. So, actually, no, Marilu, to be honest, itong presentation na to, hindi siya kasama sa FNA. Hinad ko lang siya why. Kasi it creates so much value for our clients. Di ba? Sobrang nakikita niya na sobrang holistic ng presentation mo. So, ang ganda lang nung flow. Kasi, pinapa-move mo siya. Actually, pinapa-realize mo sa kanya, kailangan ko na mag-invest. May extra pera ako sa bangko. Nakita mo kanina. Ay, hindi pa pala. Ay, nakita mo kanina yung pera, di ba? May extra siyang pera, invest natin. Parang ganun, subconscious yung banat mo dito. Okay. Next, number 2. Okay. Nasaan na ba ako? Number 2.
Ask him.
Kasi yung una is ano?
Ask him.
Sorry?
Ask him or her. Kunwari, bakit ka nandito today?
Ano?
Hindi ba yung point ko?
Hindi, wait na. Nalito ako. Hindi, pare. Ano to eh? Point A to eh. Nasa point A tayo. Yung number 1 ng point A is SALN. Yung point 2 ng ano? Point A. Yung number 2 ng point A is
8.2.
cash flow. So dito tatanong ko direkta, Sir, magkano yung sahod mo? Hindi ako nagbibiro. Tatanong nyo to. Sir, magkano yung inflow nyo? Tsaka outflow.
Malinis pa yan.
After tax. Sabi mo,
Okay.
20.
30.
30. Okay. Kasi expenses isa-isahin ko. Ay, sorry, kunyari sahod niya 30. Meron pa po bang other source of income? So, yun. Full disclosure na naman. So, So, sabi mo, meron siyang kunyari 10K na extra na racket on the side. As outflow, isa-isahin ko, sir, magkano yung cellphone bill? Magkano yung grocery? Magkano yung food? Magkano yung transpo? Isa-isa ko talaga, binibreakdown ko. Kaya ba? So, papabreakdown ko isa-isa yan. Tapos, makukuha natin yung net cash flow niya. Let's say, ang total nitong outflow is 30. Magkano ang net niya? 20. So, anong point nito, guys? The point of this is para alam mo na magkano ang budget ng client mo. Ano, di ba? 10K siya. Maglalabas ka ng proposal, 20K. Wala naman pare sa budget niya yan. Di ba? The way kasi we pitch to our clients, always below this. Kasi syempre, ikaw ba mag-invest ka ng whole amount of your excess cash sa Sun Life? Di ba? Usually, siguro kung 10K to, yung excess niyan, hihirit ako ng 5K. Kasi pag humirit ako ng 5K, tatawad yan ng 3K.
Ganun.
Maglalabas. Kunyari, dala kong proposal, 3K, 5K. Tatanong ko sa kanya, sir, hindi, mamaya na pala. Sige, mamaya na dun sa mga budget na. So, okay tayo sa cash flow. Okay? So, dito, hinihirit ko pa, additional knowledge lang, behaviors of money. Okay, alam niyo ba yun? Behaviors. Money. So, dito ilalatag ko yan. Hindi ko na lang isusulat, nakakatawa yung sulat. So, sa behaviors of money, tatlo yan. Yung una is, poor man's mindset. Okay. Poor man's mindset is income minus expense equals savings. Kung ano matira, yun save. Sir, you wanna know the millionaire's mindset? Millionaire's mindset, sir, is income minus savings equals expenses. So, yung savings, naka-fix every month na dapat isi-save natin. Sir, yung third is multi-millionaire's mindset. And pag gagawin mo lang is yung savings, gagawin mo lang invest. So, instead of income minus savings equals expense, ang mangyari is income minus investment equals expense. Clear? So, tatanong ko yan, sir, saan ka right now? So, lang, kahit ano sagot niya, gusto mo lang mag-converse with him. Okay? Tapos mamaya, yung point din nito kung ba't ko ito hinihirit. Kasi ginugol natin, di ba, na multi-millionaire's mindset siya. So, naka-fix na investment niya. Eh, ano ba yung atin? Fixed investment na, di ba? So, subconscious na naman to. Mag-invest ka na sa akin. Parang ganun. Gets niyo ba? Okay tayo dito? Cash flow. Tapos na sa cash flow. Third. Safety fund. Yan. Sir, let's talk about your safety fund. Yan. Safety fund. Sir, let's start with EF, emergency fund. And sa EF, yung maganda dito, tinanong mo na sa kanya magkano cash in bank mo. Tama? So, kung tinanong mo magkano cash in bank mo, alam mo kung magkano yung emergency fund niya. Ang emergency fund, palaging sinasabi, kung single yan, ay kasi kung may dependence yan, 3 to 6 months. So, normally, 3 to 6 months po of expenses. Okay? In this case, ang expenses yan, laki, 30 di ba? So, computing ko yan, 180, tsaka 360. Eh, kunyari, ang cash in bank niya magkano? 100,000, kunyari, yung pera niya sa bangko. Kulang pa po tayo. Pero single ka naman, di ba, Marilu? Yan, single siya, wala kang dependence. Kung wala kang dependence, 1 to 2 months. Actually, personal opinion ko yan. Hindi yan, ito 3 to 6 months galing to sa libro. Yung 1 to 2, galing yan sa sarili ko lang.
3 to 6 months.
Exactly. Pero para saan kung single ka? Sayang pera eh. Kasi ba? Anyway, so ito, so kunyari, single naman si Marilu. When I say single, walang dependence ha. So kung nagbibigay yan sa pamilya, technically dependence na yun. Okay? So kung may dependence ka, 3 to 6 months ka. So anong point ko dito? Kunyari, na-complete natin, di ba? Kunyari, single siya. So, ng dependence. 30 to 60. So, I-explain ko to. Actually, yung purpose nito is, just in case mawala ka ng work, may backup ka. Another purpose, and ito na-appreciate to ng clients. Another purpose is, imagine na, if you have, let's say, 500,000 in the bank, tapos na-complete mo, emergency fund mo is 60,000 lang, single ka. So, meron kang 440,000 na sasayang. Kasi di ba inflation, essentially, you're losing money. So, kung yung pera mo na sa bangko, nalulugi ka. So, anong ginagawa mo sa kanya? Bigay mo na sa akin yung pera mo, di ba? So, basically, ganun yun. Di ba? Lalo lang kung may excess cash siya over the emergency fund. Clear tayo dito? So, value adding na naman yun. Kasi parang, yung client ko nga kahapon, namulat siya. Oo nga, no? Dami kong extra cash, sayang pala yung opportunity to invest. So, iniisip na niya, mag-single pay pa sa akin. Yes.
Net cash flow or yung gross?
Dude, expense lang yan. Expense lang to. Expense yung emergency fund. Kasi ang goal nga niya is pagka wala kang income, covered yung expense mo for 3 to 6 months. Okay? Ayan o, 30 minutes pa lang ako pero patapos na ako. Pero ang dami kong explanation in between, di ba? Bilis lang to. Anyway, sige. So, safety fund, okay tayo. Sorry. Emergency fund. After yan, tinatawag ko, sir, how about health? And sa health po, dalawa po yan. First is HMO. Sir, do you have an HMO?
Yes, meron.
Oh, di ba? Ay, sir, ma'am pala. Ma'am pala ko. Ma'am, do you have an HMO? Tapos palagi sinasabi, actually, HMO lang naman tayo HMO sa Sun Life, di ba? Ba't kayo hirit? Kasi nga gusto natin holistic. Gusto natin holistic approach. Okay, so wala kang HMO, no? Ay, may HMO ka. Okay, that's good. Actually, sa HMO, I always recommend, kung kukuha HMO, make sure sa company. Kasi if you get it on your own, double yung presyo. So you don't get it on your own. Next.
Hindi pala ako magre-resign.
Okay, sir.
Para libre siya.
Critical illness. Okay. Okay. So, hindi ko lang kung tama yung statistic ko. Nabasa ko lang din to. 1 out of 3 daw of Filipinos at age 65 get critical illness. 1 out of 3. So, that's 3%. Okay, question. What if something happens, Marilu? Diba? You get sick. And let's say that illness requires 2 million. Ano kaya mangyayari? Para saan tayo kuha ng 2 million? Na ganun-ganun lang. Diba? So, do you think kailangan mo magbenta ng mga gamit? Do you think kailangan mo... Gets ba? So, parang emotional selling din to. Siyempre, ayaw niya yun, right? So, yun. So, basically, dito, ang sinasabi ko sa client ko is, I recommend 1 to 2 million. Pero if it can be more, go ahead. Pero kailangan meron kang critical illness. Question, Marilu, is this a priority for you right now? Kasi gusto mo malaman yung opinion niya. Priority ba siya yung critical illness?
Hindi naman.
Not really. Okay. Totoo ba yan? Or
Kung meron man, mga siguro 500.
500? So, somehow, it's still a priority. A little bit.
A little bit.
Sige, so 500. Okay, that's good. So, yan. So, ngayon, nagbigay siya ng amount sa akin. Alam ko na yung target niya for this. Okay? Next. 1, 2, emergency fund, critical illness. Yung next ko, bago ko isulat, kwento muna ako. Sabihin ko, sir, I'd like you to imagine this office. Ma'am pala. Kanina nasa restaurant ako. Sir, I'd like to imagine this restaurant. Tingnan mo yun. So, turo ko yung fire extinguisher. Alam niyo po ba kung magkano isang fire extinguisher? Magkano? Hindi ko alam. Sir, usually fire extinguisher sa 3 to 4,000. So, mga 4,000 pesos. Every year pinapalitan. Okay? Kasi kailangan i-ayusin yan. So, question, yung 4,000 pesos na yan, sayang pera, no? Gastos. Pero imagine, how much is this restaurant? This restaurant is, let's say, 10 million, 15 million. So, the owner, di ba, doesn't want to use the fire extinguisher. Tama. Pero bumili siya ng 4,000 pesos na fire extinguisher para pagka nakasunog, automatic, mapapatay yung sunog. Kasi yung 15 million at risk. You agree? So, worth it po ba yung 4,000? I think it is, tama. Kasi it protects the 15 million asset. Next question. Kanya may kotse ka nakita, di ba? Tingnan po yung kotse nyo. Tingnan po ba meron yung spare tire sa likod? Okay. Question, yung may-ari ba gustong gamitin yung spare tire? Kayo po, kunyari po kayo Marilu nagdadrive. Gusto mo ba pagka nagdadrive ka gamitin yung spare tire mo?
Hindi sana.
Di ba? Kasi hassle yun, right? Sobrang hassle. So the point there is, nobody wants to use a spare tire. Pero imagine yourself and your family kung nagdadrive, papunta kang Baguio. Sakto na flatan ka, wala kang spare tire, nasa Cannon Road ka. Anong mangyayari sa trip? Sira rin buong trip. Diba? Sobrang hassle na. Makakarating pa ba ng Baguio?
Bad trip.
Bad trip na. Sobrang dami ng hassle. Gagastos sila sa tow truck, di ba? Imbis na may spare tire na ayos agad, super duper hassle. So, yung spare tire, we don't want to use it. Do you agree? Pero it's there for safety. Which brings me to my third, yan na, ina-enter mo. Brings me to my third point, which is life insurance. Question, Marilu, do you think you need life insurance? Tapos dito papasok yung kung yes, okay lang. Okay, why do you believe you need it? Pagka no, talaga, bakit tingin mo ayaw mo? You wanna know my opinion, Marilu? Whether yes or no, you don't need life insurance. Tapos pause ka lang. Usually nagpo-pause ako, inaantay ko sila. Meron akong mga clients na tumatawa. Anong catch doon? Di ba? Tapos tatawa rin ako. Tapos, hindi kasi nga, di ba? Hindi naman ikaw yung nangangailangan yan. Kundi yung mga iiwan mo. Question, do you want to leave a burden or do you want to leave a blessing to your family? In a funeral, Marilu, there are always two losses. No? Emotional loss and financial loss, right? So yung emotional loss, we cannot do anything about it. Pero yung financial loss, if you have life insurance, somehow, di ba? Ma-alleviate natin yung burden na yan. Okay? So question, how much life insurance do you think you need? Okay. Hindi, yeah. So yun. So, may formula po kami times 120 months of your expenses.
Bakit po?
Okay, bakit po? Kasi sabi nila, no, it takes an average of 10 years para makapag-recover ang isang family just in case a breadwinner is taken out of the picture. So yung expenses na kino-cover niya, 120 months of that, ibibigay dun sa pamilya. Clear ba yun? So 10 years. Okay? So ngayon, computein natin yung sa'yo. So computein natin. Kanina 30,000, diba? So sa inyo, 30,000 times 120, 3.6 million. Okay. What do you think about 3.6 million right now? So, gets nyo ba? Every time may kinocompute ako, tinatanong ko siya. Kasi gusto mo malaman yung opinion niya. Kasi kung sinabi niya, nga doon, mukhang kailangan ko nga yan. So, sobrang, dali na, ito labas yung proposal, The joke lang. Hindi, pero di ba, ramdam mo na-closeable na yung client. Tinetest mo kumbaga yung waters. You understand? Okay. So, let's recap lang. Okay. Right now, point A, point B na naman tayo. Okay, we've discovered magkano yung critical illness na gusto natin. Di ba sa mo, 500,000?
100K.
Okay, good. How about life insurance? 3.6 million.
0.6.
Okay. Alright. So, recap lang. Retirement fund is 221.4. Life
Yes,
insurance,
500.
3.6. Critical illness, 500,000. Tama? Now, question. Let's focus on retirement fund first. What if we just save for it? Okay. What if we just save for it? Enough ba yung magagawa natin? Let's see, no? So, balik tayo sa timeline mo. Right now, you're age 23, you have 37 years. And sabi mo kanina, meron kang 10,000 a month, right? Na masisave. So, ang 10,000 a month, if we just save for it, that's 120 per year. Okay, calculate naman times 37. This is how much?
Sorry.
4.4 million.
4.44.
4.4 million versus 21.7?
Yes,
0.4
21.4.
million. So question,
Ganyan din.
how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this right now? If pala Marilu, mag-save ka ng 37 years, i-max out natin yung savings mo right now, aabot ka ba? Hindi.
Okay.
Hindi, di ba? So how do you feel about it?
Layo pa?
Exactly. Right? So again, anong tawag dito? Needs and covering. Kumbaga kanina, sinugatan natin siya. Ngayon binubudburan mo ng kalamansi. So mamaya lalagyan mo pa ng asin. Kasi gusto mo ma-realize niya, shit, kailangan ko pala talaga to. Needs and covering. So mamaya bigay tayo ng magandang solution. Okay? Alright. Sige. Question Marilu, do you think this is a problem? Ito na yung closing natin, pare. Do you think it's a problem? Okay. Do you think it's a problem?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Do you want a solution? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, nakita mo? Kailangan, hindi pwedeng, sir, ito yung solusyon. Gets mo ba? Sir, ito yung problema. Ma'am, ito yung problema mo. Ma'am, ito yung solusyon mo. Walang ganun. Kasi anong nangyari, dinidiktahan mo yung kliyente mo. Ang ginagawa ko is, do you think it's a problem? Yeah, I do. Do you want a solution? Yes, I want. So, babalik ko dun sa psychology, no? This is what we call the yes ladder. The more yeses you have, the more chances that you get a bigger yes in the end. Kasi umuo siya ng umuo. Oo nga no, ito pala yung kailangan ko. Do you think you need this? Yes, I need that. Boom. Gets nyo ba? Lahat yan very psychological. Okay. Solution. The solution I'm gonna give you, Marilu, is number 1. Of course, tama ba? Gusto mo ba mag-save ng 37 years? Yes or no?
Ayoko.
Ayaw mo, di ba? Yung bibigay ko sa'yo, Marilu, na solution, hindi ka mag-save ng 37 years. Save ka ng shorter amount of time. Number 2, you don't have to save 10,000 a month. So you save lower. Number 3, this will be a growth investment, no? Wherein lumalaki siya over time depending on the market. And number 4, I'll give you life insurance pa. Do you want the solution?
Definitely.
Okay, good. Sige. Next question. If not 10,000 a month, how much monthly budget would you like to set aside? Yes. So, nakita niyo how it all fits. Kasi alam mo yung cash flow niya, alam mo yung pera niya sa bangko. Ang ganda nung alam ko yung pera mo sa bangko. Alam mo bakit? Hindi yung pwede sabihin sa akin sa dulo, doon wala akong pera. Kasi alam ko magkano ang pera mo eh. Sinabi mo ni. So, walang lusot yung kliyente mo. Yung mga typical objections na wala akong pera. Alam ko eh. Alam ko eh. Diba? Kaya ang ganda ng presentation na to. Kaya ang taas ng closing rate ko dito. Anyway, going back. So, if not 10,000, how much? Maybe 5, right? 3,000. Okay. So, can I bring out a proposal for 3? Okay, ito na. Babalik ko na. Yan, 3,000 sabi niya, di ba? Sorry, Marilu, dala ko lang 5,000. Pero meron talaga akong 3,000. Kung ako to,
Ano pag sinabi ko, next time na lang doon pag may
Hindi.
2,000? Ay, meron ba?
Never, they never do that.
Talaga?
Oo. Sabihin ko, dala ko lang 5. Okay lang ba? Pero ano lang to for
Reference.
for reference lang. Para lang makita mo. Okay lang.
Okay. Okay, sige.
Diba? Gets no? So, I always bring 2 proposals minimum. Depende sa, kasi sorry kailangan mo kasi i-judge yung client eh. Hindi ako nagbibiro. Titingnan mo kasi bago sa meeting mo. Kasi ito most people, they don't bring proposal. Pero para sa akin, sayang oras eh. Meet tayo ngayon. Ay, sige, daling ko yung proposal. Next time mag-meet tayo, wala na. Hindi ka na interested.
Oo, naiba na yun.
Diba? So, ang ginagawa ko usually, may dala akong baon. Kaya kinuha ko na yung age mo. Tapos, i-estimate ko na, ito feeling ko, ito yung sahod niya. Gets na ba? So, kunyari, ang sahod niya nasa 20,000. Ang dala ko nasa mga 2K, 3K. 20,000 sahod. Kung sahod niya nasa mga 30, dala ko 3K, 5K. Gets ba? Pag nasa 60,000 yan, dala ko 5K, 10K. Pag nasa 120,000 yan, 10, 15. Pag nasa 200,000 sahod niyan, like OFWs, dala ko palagi 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20. Ang dami kong clients OFW na 20k a month. Kasi, doon budget ko 10, dala ko lang 20, pare. So, guys, kasi usually, sige doon, 15 na nga lang. Siguro mas okay 15. Pero, di ba, from 10 naging 15, dude, ang laking difference nun. You understand? So, lalabas ko 5k. Lalabas ko 5k. Papakita ko sa yung 5k ko.
Sir,
Okay, anyway.
paano kung makapag-generate ng proposal? Dito pa ako kumukuha.
Hindi, wala ka pa kasi proposal eh. Don't worry about it. Magkakaroon ka pag na-code ka.
Okay.
On the spot?
Matagal ba?
Pwede rin. Pero nga, pwede rin. Meron kasi mga standalone proposals eh. Pero ito lang yung style ko. Kasi ako, dala-dala ko na palagi. Kasi gusto ko pirmado na sa harap.
So, anong dalawang VUL na agad?
Maxi Prime usually. Prime na Yun kasi yung pinakamadali. Depende kasi yan sa client's needs eh. Pero at sabi ko sa inyo, itong market na to, millennial, na usually wala pang dependents, no? Walang anak, wala pang pamilya. Yun yung market nito, which is yun yung market natin kasi. Kaya ito yung presentation ko din.
Paano kung, di ba, sabi mo, ay, hinain mo yung 5K, pero talagang 3K lang yung kaya niya.
Dude, at least you tried.
Babalik, sa next mo pa siya mapapapirma.
Tinry mo.
Kala ko lalabas mo yung 3K mo.
May 3K pala dito. Ano para meron yata sa auto.
Naiwan pala ako.
Dude, huwag kang balimbing.
Ito na mo?
Dala mo?
Hindi ko lalabas.
Oo nga. Kasi
Binabawasan yung
Credibility mo.
Yeah. Pero no joke 50% of the time they usually upgrade. Pero I never do that to clients na sagad. Kasi kung said na said yan, persistency mo yung mag-suffer. Sabihin yung clients mo hindi magbabayad in the future. Diba? So, anong nangyayari? Nagiging commissioner ka. Kasi ang gusto mo lang commission. Gusto mo palaki yun, diba? Diba? Pero kasi, the reason why I'm doing this, kasi alam ko may pera si client. Nagbabarat-baratan lang. Para yung kliyente ko kanina, alam ko, ang sahod niya nasa 70,000. 2K a month ang gusto. Diba? So, talagang pinush ko. Nilabas ko talaga. Kasi alam ko na yung sitwasyon niya. Barat-baratan si kuya eh. Diba? Kailangan din naman ng pamilya niya kasi ang laki ng expenses niya, magkakababy na siya. So,
ano pag ayaw mag-disclose ng mga bagay ba?
Depende sa approach mo kasi. Practice niya lang yan. Di ba? Let's compete for your salary. So, what's your total assets? What's your cash in bank? Boom, diretso. Kano pera mo sa bangko? Meron akong kliyente. Sir, magkano pera mo sa bangko? Doon 10M. Nakausap ko 3 weeks. Pina-follow up ko lang ngayon. Ngayon, pina-follow up ko for single pay investment na 5M. Tsaka insurance na 300,000. Bakit confident ako doon? Kasi alam ko, ang dami niyang pera eh.
So, pag anong maano na siya sa investment, mas maliit na ba yung insurance na ibibigay mo siya?
Mamaya, pag-usapan natin. Sige, wait lang. Tapusin ko na to. Alright, so, 3K, di ba? Okay, so, ang mangyayari dito is, lalabas ko si proposal. Okay? So, explain ko lang yung, before ko labas si proposal, So this solution actually is in line with the product we call VUL. So explain ko si VUL. So what's a VUL, sir? A VUL is a variable universal life insurance. So again, variable universal life insurance. This is a 2-in-1 product that gives you investment and insurance. Okay? So yung maganda sa kanya, if something happens to you, you're sure that the family is secured. Just like that fire extinguisher na ayaw natin gamitin, pero nandiyan siya naka-backup. Maganda pa sa kanya is, pagdating ng retirement, meron kang malaking fund na makukuha. Okay? So how does this work, sir? Explain ko yan. Usually ginagawa ko ganito, sir. For example, this is you, this is me, this is other investors, no? We all put our money in a fund. And this fund is managed by this guy, called the fund manager. And ang goal ni fund manager, palakihin yung fund natin. Now, habang pinapalaki niya, syempre, we have what we call management fees, right? If the fund grows by 15%, we take away 2%. 13% na bibigay sa atin. Do you think that's fair, Marilu? Okay lang ba yun? 15% yung growth, 2% yung take away. Yeah, it's fair?
Yeah.
Okay. On top of this, syempre, di ba may insurance portion yan? Hindi naman libre yun, right? So, yung insurance charges natin, kukunin din dun sa ini-invest natin. Okay? Okay. Lalo tayo dito. So, ito yung simple explanation niya. Tapos yun, tapos ilalabas ko na si Maxi Linguren. So, ito yung proposal. So, lalabas ko yan. Isa-isayin ko yan. Magkano yung insurance mo? Let's first start with your insurance coverage. No? So, ito yung insurance coverage mo is, may face amount kasi to, times 2 si Maxi Link Prime, di ba? Alam niyo ba yun? Okay, 200%. So, for example, ito kasi 2,000 naman to eh. 510,000 ang insurance times 2. So, 1,020,000. Tapos, yun, baka nagtataka ka, Marilu, kung bakit times 2. Di ba? Hirap explain no, nakakairap sa sunlight. Tapos, i-highlight nyo lang dito. The death benefit is the sum of the 200% of the face amount and the fund value. Gets? So, ang point nun, ito yung face amount times 2 lang. Clear? So, if anything happens to you because of of natural reasons like old age and old age and sickness, the family gets 1 million. What if accident? We have what we call riders. Okay? Meron kaming riders na optional mo yan kung gusto mo ilagay. So, sinasabi ko talaga. Kasi optional naman talaga yung riders eh. So, mayroon kang option to add a rider at the accidental death benefit. Mag-add ka lang ng extra 700 pesos a year. Meron kang extra 510,000 if accident yung nangyari. So, kung may nangyari sa'yo, 1 million, maging 1.5 million. Now, what if naman, you get disabled? Hindi ka na makapagtrabaho, no longer fit to work. Let's say 5 years ka nag-invest, sino magbabayad ng 6 to 10th year? Ang mangyari, meron tayong additional rider called the Total Disability Benefit, Waiver of Premium. Pagka na-disable ka, no longer fit to work, waive na yung premiums mo. Okay? Question, do you want to add these riders? Kasi ngayon, nilagay ko na siya dito. Pero do you think it's something na gusto mong i-add? Kasi mura lang naman siya. Gets? So yun, so binibigyan ko siya ng option. Kung ayaw, tanggalin nyo next time. Tapos, para lumaki yung, kasi parang ano yan yun, 24,000 yung budget, naka-split yan. Meron na pupunta sa insurance lang, may napupunta sa riders. Kung wala yung riders, mapupunta lahat yan sa insurance. So, tataas yung insurance coverage niya. But, walang riders. Honestly, maganda tong dalawang riders na to. Ito yung usually nilalagay ko. Okay? So, na-explain ko siya. Tapos, i-explain ko rin dito na this is a 36K investment payable for 10 years. Sorry, not payable. Don't never use the word pay. Nobody likes to pay. Okay? So, sabihin ko, this is an investment for 10 years. You'll be covered until age 88. Okay? Nadi-disclose ko dito, may nakasulat dito. Ayan o. Premium payment period of 10 years is not guaranteed. 10 years siya, ideally. But if yung fund niya, ayan, you may still be required to pay additional premium after 10 years if the fund value is insufficient to pay the charges. So kung wala ng fund value, kailangan mag-additional. Pero for Maxi Link Prime, honestly, it's highly unlikely na mangyari. Kasi mataas yung fund values niya. Mamaya pakita natin. Clear? So yun. So mamaya explain ko to. Ay sorry yan. Fund allocation naman. So dito po, di ba fund yan? Pwede may choice po kayo. Pinapapili ko. Ako kasi pinapapili ko, hindi ako nag-i-index eh. Equity, balance, saka bond lang ako. So simple lang. Equity, balance, and bond. You guys can also explain the other funds like Captain's Fund. Pero para sa akin ito lang okay na. Kasi honestly, no, it doesn't really matter kung anong equity yung kunin niya. Kasi it's really an insurance product, not really an investment product. Anyway, so equity, sinasabi ko high risk, high return. Bond is low risk, low return. Balance is lower risk than equity, higher return than bond. So si equity sininvest po sa Philippine Stock Exchange, si bond po is from corporate debt, corporate bonds and treasury bonds. Si balance po is in between, not exactly 50%, depende kay fund manager, do you understand? So kung ikaw, Marilu, gusto ko malaman kung anong kukunin mo. Pero before you decide, gusto ko pakita sa iyo yung historical rates. So dito sa next page, historical. So sa historical niya, ilalatag ko yan. Si equity performed 11.93%. Now, you might be wondering kailan nag-start si VUL. I-disclose nyo na rin sa client nyo. The VUL in Sun Life, 2000? 2004. 2000, sorry, hindi ko sure kung... Oh, sa Sun Life. 4 or 3? 4 ba? 2004.
Yung VUL in the Philippines, 2002 yata.
Oo, kasi nauna si Pro. So, 2004, 2017 na. So, more or less nasa mga 13 years. So, 13 years historical rate. So, in that span of 13 years, si equity nag-perform ng 11.9%, si balance nag-perform ng 9.52%, si bond nag-perform ng 5.67%. Now, i-explain ko yung equity fluctuations dito. Sir, ma'am, sa equity, 2007, 18%, 08 po is negative 36, 47%, 36, 1%, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so may inisa-isa ko lang. Tapos after yung tatanong ko, saan nyo po gusto mag-invest? So, ikaw, if ever. Equity. So, aggressive po to, ha?
Bata po.
Ngayon, as much as possible, no, to be honest, mas pinupush ko talaga mag-equity. Kasi long term naman, eh. Ang stock market, palagi sinasabi, no, you know what? Short term, no, stock market's really volatile. So, it's like this. Pero over the long term, no, stock market increases pa rin. Although volatile siya, it increases long term. Especially for third world countries who are developing. Kasi pagka high GDP growth ka, ibig sabihin yan, stock market is also going to do well. Ideally. Unless merong crisis. It's all things held equal. Pagka maganda GDP mo, yung stock market mo nag-grow din. Kasi GDP is really the performance of the economy, di ba? So if the economy is doing well, companies are doing well, companies are profitable. So if companies are profitable, stock prices are higher. You understand? So, for the Philippines, long term, like ito, 60-year investment, ayan na, di ba? 10-year investment. Tapos, 65 years old. Kung ganun ka long term, 40 years or 30 years, most likely to go up naman. So, I will always recommend to my clients, equity na tayo. Okay? So, equity ka. So, yun. Alright? So, yun. Tapos after nun, ilalatag ko lang si equity fund. Okay? Si equity fund. Si projection. So, now, ma'am, nag-equity kayo, di ba? So, sinasabi ko, pagka equity, yung projections natin for your fund value, we peg it at 10%. Kasi historically, 11.93. Kailangan memorize na to, 11.93. So, 10% tayo, conservative. Kung bond po ang pinili nyo, 9.52 yung historical, 8% po kayo ipepeg. Pagka bond ang pinili mo, 5.67, 4% yung ipepeg. So, anong ginagawa ko, ma'am? Ginagawa ko conservative assumption. Okay ba sa yun? Para at least, di ba, walang sisiyan sa dulo. Diba? So, yun. So, ito, 24K. Ilalatag ko yan. 24K, add up ko yan. 240,000 investment. Sorry, 360 pala to. Pero ito kasi 24. So, ang mangyayari, if it grows at 24K, by year 10, magkano na po siya? 294,000. 240, magiging 294.
Withdrawable yan.
Yes. It's withdrawable na.
Ang top yan dun talaga sa insurance.
Yes. But, hindi mo pwedeng i-withdraw 100%. Kasi if you withdraw 100%, meron tayo what we call insurance charges like this. So, 294,000. Next year, insurance charges 1,452. So, kung zero yan, naubos yung charge mo, kinain ng 1,452, ang mangyayari, wala ka ng funds. Na-zero siya. Pagka na-zero siya, lapse yan. Lapse na yan. Clear? So, yun. Now, ito yung amount mo ng... Sorry? Dapat merong may iwan. Charges? Walang charges pagka winidro mo. Pero pagka zero out mo, maglalap siya. Okay, sige. Wait lang
Pero sir, sinasabihan kong mga future clients ko na dinidiscourage ko silang mag-withdraw.
Ay, oo talaga. Hindi talaga.
Sabi ko na, withdrawable siya anytime, pero I highly discourage to withdraw it for,
kasi long term.
So that the opportunity of the money to grow mas malaki.
Correct. I have to agree completely. Okay? So, yun. Tapos yun, after nun, ilalatag ko na. So, kung 10% yung growth natin, at age 60, it's 3.6 million. Okay?
3.6 million?
Okay? Ngayon, at age 65, it's 5.9 million. Okay. So, ang ginagawa ko ito guys, observe Ang gagawin ko, so 240k na nga lang, nalilito ko, hindi 360.
Okay.
Okay. Ang ginagawa ko dito, yung fund value ng 5.9, dinidivide ko ng 240,000. Bakit? Tinitingnan ko yung multiplier, kung ilang times lumaki yung pera niya. Kasi you have to simplify it for your clients. Compute nyo nga, 5.9 divided by 240,000. 24.5.
Yeah.
So, the money grew 24.5. Gets mo ba? So, anong nangyari? Binibreakdown ko for the client. Imagine, mama, nag-invest ka 240,000, your money grew 24.5 times. This is the power of compounding interest. Boom! Diba? So, anong nangyayari? Kino-close mo na actually si client eh. Kasi pinapakita mo, tignan mo, naglagay ka 240, ito yung pera mo, insured ka pa. Tapos, gets ba? Okay. Alright. Okay, so, just to recap, ito na. Closing na tayo. Ganito ko close kanina yung client. Just to recap, no? Marilu. Remember the solution I'm going to give you. Ayan. Di ba sabi ko sa'yo? Ano na?
Magdadala ka niyan.
Oo, pare. Subukan mo.
Teka lang, may kukunin.
Ayan.
Intimidate si client.
Di ba sabi ko, 37 years. Ayaw mag-invest ng 37, di ba? This investment is a 10-year investment. Check. Ay, so may check tayo dyan. Hindi 10K in-invest natin. Di ba 3K lang? Check. May growth, di ba? Magkano yung growth natin at age 60? Sabihin na natin 3.6 dito. 3.6 million. Ang in-invest mo, 240k lang. Di ba? Ina-highlight ko na naman. So, nag-grow ba? Yes.
Yes.
Kasi conservative yung assumption eh. May life insurance ba? Ay, check to. May life insurance ba? Yes, 1 million. Check. Diba? So, anong nangyari? Lahat ng pinramis ko sa'yo, binigay ko sa'yo. Eh, nag-yes ka sa solution, di ba? Gusto mo ba makita yung solution? Yes. Yeah. So, after nito, dati kino-close ko na, pero meron ako mas magandang pang-close pa dito. Okay. Ngayon, just to simplify this even further, gusto ko lang sana ipakita sa'yo yung plan na nakita mo. Hindi. Kailangan pa ako na malinis sa papel. Ayan. Emphasize ko lang yung further yung plan na kinuha mo. Yung plan na kinuha mo, balik tayo sa 24k a year. Yung plan na kinuha mo, 24k yung premium mo, tama? Ang insurance mo is 1,020,000. So essentially, if we divide this, paki-divide niya. 24 divided by 1,020,000. 0.20 times 100. 2.3.
2.3.
Okay, 2.3%. So, ibig sabihin, kung nag-invest ka ng 2.3, bibigyan kita ng guaranteed. Ma'am, guaranteed 100%. Bakit guaranteed? Kasi in life insurance po yan. Life insurance companies are reinsured by reinsurers. So, if ever Sun Life, no, na nawala, may mababayaran pa rin po yung life insurance mo, guaranteed. You understand? Okay? So, if hindi percentage, basically, nagpasok ka ma'am ng 2.3 pesos, yung 2.3 pesos mo, gagawin ko pong 100 pesos. Ang tawag ko po dito, discounted na piso.
Okay, Ben.
Ben Feldman, right? Ah,
Discounted millions.
Give me 2 cents, I'll give you that.
Ulit.
exactly.
Ben Feldman.
Okay, Ben Feldman yun. Diba? Kay Ben Feldman kaya na-aral. Kasi if you put it that way, diba? Kasi inisip ng client, naka 24,000 laki. Pero if you put it in a way na 100 pesos bibigay ko sa pamilya mo, pero 2.3 lang kailangan mong ipasok. Nagmumukhang mura. Remember, Marilu, no? This 100 pesos, guarantee ko yan, ibibigay sa pamilya mo. Pero there's one caveat. Kailangan kunan ko muna ng Lord. Ginagawa ko talaga sa client ko, ha. Tatawa naman siya, di ba? Pero guaranteed yan. No, ito yun. What if walang mangyari sa'yo, Marilu? 10 years. Di ba? Times 10, right? 23 pesos pinasok mo. Guaranteed 100 pesos. Question, discounted pa rin ba yung makukuha mo? Mura pa din, di ba? So, 23 pesos pinasok mo, 100 pesos, anong talo mo? Wala. Ito pa yung maganda. Yung 23 pesos mo, papalaking ko yan. Such that by age 65, yan. Kukunin ko na itong factor na to. Multiply ko yan ng 24.5 times. Magkano yan? 500 ba? Magkano? 600? Magkano? 563. Your money will become 563 pesos. So, question is, no? Ayun, anong nangyari is, nagpasok ko ng 23 pesos over 10 years, ginawa kong 563. Plus, may guaranteed ka na 100 pesos na life insurance. Pag may nangyari sa'yo, a-add pa natin yung 100 pesos na yan at age 65. Okay. So, question, kailan mo gusto simulan itong investment na ito? Okay.
Hindi dun.
So, okay bang closing? Di ba? Rekta, di ba? Sinamarize ko. Summary close to eh. So, sinamarize ko lang yung policy na pinakita ko sa kanya. Tapos pinakita ko rin na na-meet ko yung goals niya. Ay, sorry, mali pa pala. Ito, before ko pa gawin to, ipepeg ko pa to dun sa 21 million niya. Itatabi ka, sorry, dito, di ba? Yung target niya kasi is 3.6 million tsaka 21.4. Ilalagay ko dito, 3.6M yung life insurance mo, meron ka 1M. Yung growth mo, may 3.6 ka, pero meron ka lang, ang target mo 21.4.
Kulang pa.
So, kulang pa din. Pero kahit pa paano, okay lang yan. At least nasimulan na natin. Hindi, totoo. Totoo, by showing this, you're making this person realize, kuha ka ulit next time sa akin. Kasi kulang pa eh. So ano? Nakita nyo? Ang ganda nito, di ba? Sobrang cute nitong closing nito.
Sir, yung
Sinimplify
sakto ba? Yung sa akin, di ba kung ganyan, hindi magsakto. Sasabihan ko sila na i-reassess ulit natin after mga 3 to 4 years kung
Parang hindi
kaya
sakto.
pa ba ng hindi sakto.
Yung malayo daw.
Oo, malayo.
Oh, yeah. Malayo talaga usually. Meron pa lang akong isang kliyente na cover niya. 19 years old siya.
Wow.
Tapos sabi ko, reassess natin to.
Tapos nagpasok siya ng
sasakto pa ba to?
5K a month. Pero kasi yung time value of money is on his side. Tapos yung lifestyle niya really low. Very, very low. Yeah. Pwede, dapat talaga mag-reassess. Okay. Ngayon, after na-close ko na, di ba? Paperwork. Ano yung next question ko kay client? What's your greatest takeaway? Ano yung pinaka nakuha mo dito? Tapos sabihin ni Mali, no, buti na-realize, namulat ako na kailangan ko pala ng ganito. So, do you think may value ka nakuha dito? Where am I getting at? Ano yung sinabi ko ng first? Now, remember, di ba? Remember, in Sun Life, you really want to help 5 million Filipinos in 20 years. We can't help, by 2020. I can't do that on my own. Do you want to join the advocacy? Pak! Okay. Meron ka bang 5 friends that you right now naiisip mo na we can help? Sulat ka ng pangalan. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Mamaya na yung number. Sino kaya mga naisip mo kayo? Sulat. So after nun, referrals na. So nangyaring isang kliyente mo manganganak ng 5. Hindi ka mauubusan ng kliyente. Alright? Copy. Clear? Okay ba yung presentation natin? Tumagal lang siya. 1 hour na ako dito. Stop ko.